Miyamoto Musashi was born in Japan during an age of endless war. Every village, every castle, and every mountain carried the shadow of battle. From a very young age, Musashi learned that survival belonged only to the strong. At the age of 13, he entered his first duel while most children were still learning to read. His opponent was an experienced warrior, but Musashi showed no fear. Armed with only a wooden staff, he defeated the man and walked away alive. That single victory changed his life forever. People quickly realized that the young boy possessed extraordinary courage and unmatched determination. Musashi refused to follow ordinary traditions. He trained alone in forests, climbed mountains, crossed rivers, and spent countless nights sleeping beneath the stars. Every challenge became another lesson. Every mistake became another step toward perfection. His dream was not fame or wealth. His dream was to become the greatest swordsman Japan had ever known. He believed that victory came from discipline, patience, and complete control over the mind. Long before his name became legendary, Musashi had already chosen a path that would separate him from every other warrior of his generation. As Musashi grew older, his reputation spread across Japan. Warriors from every province wanted to test their skills against the mysterious swordsman. Unlike most samurai, Musashi often arrived late to duels wearing simple clothes and carrying wooden swords instead of expensive katanas. His strange behavior confused his enemies and weakened their confidence before the fight even began. Musashi understood that the greatest battle was fought inside the mind. He mastered timing, distance, and patience better than anyone else. His most famous duel took place against Sasaki Kojiro, one of the greatest swordsmen in Japan. The duel happened on a lonely island surrounded by silent waves. Musashi carved a wooden sword from an oar during the journey and stepped onto the shore without fear. Moments later, the battle ended with a single powerful strike. Kojiro fell and Musashi became the most respected warrior in the country. His victory proved that wisdom could defeat pride and that preparation was stronger than beautiful weapons. Musashi never believed that true strength came only from fighting. After every battle, he searched for deeper knowledge. He studied painting, calligraphy, sculpture, meditation, and philosophy. He believed that mastering the sword meant mastering the heart. A warrior who could not control anger, fear, or pride would eventually lose everything. Musashi lived alone for many years, avoiding luxury and comfort. He traveled through forests, temples, villages, and mountains searching for wisdom instead of riches. His simple lifestyle allowed him to understand nature and himself. Every sunrise became a lesson. Every storm became a teacher. He inspired countless students not only because he won battles, but because he showed that real victory begins inside the mind. His life became an example of discipline, humility, and endless learning, proving that greatness is achieved through constant improvement rather than natural talent alone. Near the end of his life, Musashi entered a quiet cave where he spent months reflecting on everything he had learned. There he wrote the famous Book of Five Rings, a guide that explained strategy, leadership, discipline, and the mindset of a true warrior. The book was never meant only for soldiers. Its lessons could be used by leaders, artists, merchants, and anyone seeking success. Musashi taught that every obstacle hides an opportunity and every defeat contains a lesson. If a person is willing to learn, his words survived long after his final battle and became one of the most respected works ever written about strategy. Even today, military leaders, business owners, athletes, and martial artists continue studying his philosophy because its wisdom reaches far beyond the battlefield. When Miyamoto Musashi died, his legend had only begun to grow. Stories about the undefeated samurai spread across Japan and later across the entire world. His name became a symbol of courage, discipline, wisdom, and determination. Museums, books, films, and martial arts schools continue honoring his extraordinary life. Even centuries later, millions of people still read his teachings and practice the principles he believed in. Musashi proved that the greatest warrior is not the one who defeats the most enemies, but the one who conquers fear, pride, and doubt within himself. His journey reminds us that every challenge is an opportunity to become stronger, and every new day is another chance to improve. Through his victories, his writings, and his example, Miyamoto Musashi remains one of the greatest warriors in human history, whose legacy continues to inspire generations around the world.